In a world where Africans have lost their roots, it has become of vital importance to document our ways. In an effort to reverse the brainwashing of the past, where we were made to believe our ways are demonic, we are pressed to create dignified and respectful platforms to unpack our spiritual ways. So, before I let you go, the main reason we're busy today, and then
Yes.
this part, because I'm on YouTube, but bambene, bayenza izinto ezisnacks. Being now with the time that big phone belung, but uyo promoter is JOVA. Is JOVA. Yakhumbula ngo-2020.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Me and you had a gig one time, and then I was standing right next to you. A telephone call from Abelung, but isicela uzopromoter, and then khumbula wathi yazi ngizongixolela le gig angeke ngiyikhone.
Like why?
And the thing is that bakhona who took the gig and the money. So I want us to unpack that moment when Abelung beza nemali eninzi futhi. But so, and then having to make that decision.
So this thing is very simple, guys, no?
The name yakhona.
No, I won't. This thing is very, very simple. Senze izinto zibe lula. Ukuwa komuntu kuthanda imali.
Yeah.
And doing things out of desperation. So for me now, my discerning spirit was this. If this is truly genuine, if this is truly good for all of us, there needn't be a need for me to promote it, number one. Number two, you needn't use money to say, we are going to pay you, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it needn't be treated like a sales campaign, you see. So the mere fact that a whole agency was recruiting us and asking us to, and even they went as far as to say, you don't even have to do it. Just be a part of it and say that it is necessary to be done. Take your money and run. No, I couldn't bring myself to say yes. I could not bring myself to say yes. Like, what is this nonsense? So in actual fact, you are saying it is an unnecessary thing to do, but we need to convince the masses that they must do it, and you want to use my agency and my influence. I'm not an influencer. I'm a person of impact. Now, this is what we must understand. There's a difference between an influencer and a person of impact. I do things that make an impact, and I don't want to make the wrong impact. I do not want to make the wrong impact. So why do you even need my agency for something that is right and just and fair? And I'm always governed by the principles of fairness and what is right and just and fair for me. It was just wrong on every level. Because it was just like, what the hell is this? Like, are you kidding me? So you are saying to me, I don't even have to do it. I can just lie and then take my money and run. Like.
But what about the fact that so many people made that choice?
I can't get myself entangled in choices that people make.
Yeah.
I've learned that the most peaceful life is to mind your own business.
Yeah.
Don't mind the business of another person. In that moment, I had to mind the business of me. And the business of me was saying that if it is that the option is on the table, that I don't have to do it, but I have to lie to say to people that, yes, go and do this thing. No, guys, I cannot use my agency to make the wrong impact. That is wrong. That is wrong. And me, myself, and I, if I am going for the jab, it is going to be on my own accord.
Yeah.
It is not because I've been influenced by so-and-so and I've been threatened by so-and-so. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to, in this democratic life that I'm living, remove my right to freedom of expression. It's my freedom of expression. I have a choice to yay or nay this thing. Because it was said publicly on the news and everywhere by our leader, the country's father, that no one will be forced to do anything, but you are coercing people. You are grooming people. This is not right. And this is a fact. And I never get myself involved in politics until now. I mean, just 2-3 posts on Twitter, and I was like, okay, well, I have an opinion on this. I find this little matter very interesting. Let me just, is it now X, ne? Yeah, let me just comment on this, comment on that, and just read the commentary, because I find that also politically, this has been the most peculiar, most interesting, and globally, it's almost like it was time globally that in the next 30 years, we will give the people some of the most weirdest, possibly most corrupt elections we've ever seen under the sun.
Babe.
Under the sun. Because it seems like from 1994 to now, there was a contract that was signed that nobody knows of that stipulates that in 30 years there'll be a handover and make it organic. It feels like there was a lease agreement that was signed on black governance, and now the 30 years has lapsed and it's a non-renewable, non-negotiable contract, and something has got to give. It feels that way, but I don't do politics on that level. I don't engage at that level. I'm a bystander. I grab my popcorn and I watch and I participate where I do in the best ways I know how. But that one little factor that you're asking me about, I mind the business of me, and the business of me had said, you will say no today. And I said, no. I know it's tough. I need the money, but not like this. Not like this.
Not like this. And
Not
that's
like
the
this.
difference between integrity and...
Not like this.
Right?
And whoever took it, whoever said yes at the time, I can't stand here and judge them, because I don't know what desperate situations they found themselves in at the time, to be weak and used as a pawn at the time.
Other people.
You know.
Guys.
Well, I can hope they can, I can only hope that they bring themselves to a place of self-forgiveness, you know, because at the end of the day, there's nothing that we can do, Ntsiki, to reverse what has been done. You know, the damage has been done. What has happened, and people are already beating themselves up, and I don't want to be out here beating dogs when they are down, because every dog has its day, and I've seen through myself and through the lens of my own life that yes, certainly, truly, every dog does have its day, because I was a dog in its day, and I know the pain of being beaten up when you're down, because the biggest punishment is carried not by the one who has been aggrieved, but by the one who is doing the aggrieving. What do we call them? The perpetrators. The biggest burden is carried by the one who has done. See what I mean? So I'm sure that some of them are feeling a heavy level of guilt. Some of them are feeling a heavy level of like, oh my God, why was I so silly? Some of them are feeling whatever that they're feeling, and I need to respect people's feelings. That's how I've been raised spiritually and otherwise, that people's feelings are valid. And even if you might not be privy to their feelings are valid. So you treat a person with the notion that bayasindwa, because of the fact that they are human, you know. Some of them might be narcissistic in their nature and they don't care. They really don't care. You know, and you can't bring them to caring. But I know that I was focused on the business of me in that moment, and the business of me had said, no, this is unethical. No, we are not going to do it. I tried to prevent my parents from doing it, and they, in their own expression of their own free will, they decided they're going to do it. And I can only pray as their daughter, knowing what I know, that I hope that they are strong enough and healthy enough to carry through. Because something here is not okay. Something here is not okay.
Something here was set up.
So those that did take the money, if they are burdened by that, I hope they can release themselves from that burden and forgive themselves.
I judge them.
I mean, Ntsiki, you are you. We know you.
Judging.
Yeah, we know you. You have a special place in society where you will speak for the ones that can't speak, where you will use your agency for the ones in the manner that you do. That's why I said the anointing has fallen upon you and it is yours. You know, you may be terrorized by some, you may be celebrated by others, but this is your agency and this is how you choose to use your agency. So for me, honestly speaking, I mind the business of me and the business of another. If they are burdened, I can only pray that they release themselves from that burden, because kwenziwe inhlungu ngeimpilo zabantu through that thing. And I was like, nah, B, not today. And they called nicely.
I know. I was standing next to you.
Yeah, you were there.
That's why I was like,
you bear witness to some of these things. And when you'll speak in my absence, they'll say you're lying, you're crazy.
No, I even tweeted about it. That was when I was like, you know what?
Always in the know. How do you know so much? But this is the truth, though. I got a call.
Yeah.
And I was invited onto a campaign, and I was told that I don't even have to do it. But can I help them? And I said, but I can't do that.
Guys.
And we can't just blame Bona. In this day and age. In this day and age. In this day and age, you know, there's a clever black there also. There's a clever black also there. And it's not just black people that went and did it and took the jab. There's many white people that went and took the jab. Many Indian people that went and took the jab. Many colored people. All races.
It was a global...
It was a global thing. It was a global phenomenon. There was a global blanket strategy on humanity.
Yes.
And it prevailed.
Yes. And I think that it's taught the oligarchs of the world that it's possible, that they can actually use the media to control.
But they've been using the media. That's why we know of propaganda. Propaganda is exactly that a platform that has a wide reach to people's ears, to people's eyes, to influence people, to influence a large mass of people, will be used to drive certain messages home. So that's propaganda, and it's all been propaganda. It doesn't change because of democracy. It doesn't change because we are living post-94. It doesn't change. I don't know much, but I do know common sense. It doesn't change.
Mom,
I love you.
It's been such a privilege.
Thank
you.
I
love you also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Keep strong, and much love to you and the Ranaka sisters, you know.
Can I tell your viewers something funny that she did recently? So I call Ntsiki, and she keeps on posting on her WhatsApp, like, if you're looking for my family, if you're looking for anything to do with my sisters, I will hang up on you. Do I not call her in a split second, mention a need for one of her sisters? Did you not hang up on me?
I'm nobody's secretary, assistant, or access to my family.
And I know it comes from such a good place, because you guys are such a beautiful sisterhood, right? And I know it comes from such a good place, but I found that to be one of the most hilarious exercising of setting of boundaries in life. Like one tropela iphone usisi, yes, what thing. And you know, I was recording and shooting at the time.
Oh, really?
I was vlogging. And I said, I'm going to put this in my vlog. And then guess what your ancestors do? They say, delete. I lost the footage. And I'm like, I need evidence. I need evidence. She hung up on me. It was so funny. But also, I think it's so beautiful that we can be that way with each other and feel safe with being firm with our boundaries with each other. And I think that's healthy relationshiping. When people are able to respect you and love you still after setting boundaries, keep those people. Keep those people.
We are here for the long haul, babe.
Yeah, 100%.
So I thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your heart and being so open.
You're welcome.
You were such a blessing.
You're welcome.
I love you, Mom Daddy, for life. Moya all right, or Moya all light, or Moya all bright. That was so, so beautiful. Guys, please comment sections, do everything you need to do. We love you, love and light. See you again next time.
Who are you when all you were has been diluted by lies and white lines cancelling out all that which has been written of your history? Why do you look at yourself as a mystery? Doesn't the sun shine because you open your eyes? Doesn't the moon stay situated within the same stars your DNA sparkles off? Your spirit knows that surely khona into e off. Buza umoya so you may return to being well off. Because spiritually you are rich, yet your ancestors cry because you are out of reach. But yours is to command all elements while God takes inspiration from the very mirror she looked at to become. Remember who you are and never finish just when they think that with you they are done.